The president returns to Prince George's. Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Denise Douglas. Well, for the second time in 2 weeks, Prince George's County plays host to the nation's top chief. Today, President Obama stopped by a local middle school, touring classrooms to highlight the benefits of putting cutting-edge technology in the hands of students. Then he addressed the crowd that included teachers, dignitaries, and the media to talk about his Connected program. Rushern Baker was in Adelphi and has this story.
President Barack Obama being greeted by students, teachers, and local dignitaries here at Buck Lodge Middle School. He's highlighting partnerships with several major U.S. companies who are pledging millions of dollars in laptops, iPads, and software to support the president's Connect Ed program, technology the administration hopes will be a game changer in American schools.
In a country where we expect free Wi-Fi with our coffee, we should definitely demand it in our schools.
The president says his goal is to connect 99% of students with high-speed internet access and wireless technology within 5 years.
The FCC is announcing a down payment of $2 billion to connect more than 15,000 schools and 20 million students to high-speed broadband over the next 2 years.
Shining a spotlight on Buck Lodge, a Title I middle school that uses digital learning every day.
It's about tools of instruction. So the more tools of instruction that they have, guess what happens? You engage the students more and they learn more.
Some of America's biggest tech companies have decided to join this effort.
Microsoft, Apple, AT&T, and Sprint are among the companies pledging more than $750 million in cash and computers, iPads, and other tech tools. Obama says he will ask Congress to do its part to ensure teachers have the training they need. In addition to pledging $100 million over 3 years, Verizon says it'll expand its teacher training program.
We recognize that the results show that infusion of technology, working with the teachers on professional development, can have a huge impact.
A virtual difference, Principal James Richardson says he already sees in his classrooms, where every child has an iPad or electronic tablet.
We see the results from both, not only with teachers getting better, but students getting better as well, especially in a high-poverty school.
In Adelphi, Rushern Baker, CTV News.
In addition, the administration says the Department of Agriculture will provide more than $10 million in distance learning grants to rural schools across the country. Meanwhile, lawmakers are drafting legislation in Annapolis that would create a funding formula for several Maryland counties for school construction. Officials say the bill will designate a certain amount of state funding for local projects, including some in Prince George's. It would also require the county, as well as Montgomery and Baltimore, to set aside money to help cover costs. County Executive Rushern Baker says he is focusing on updating and replacing older schools, particularly those inside the Beltway.
We can't do it ourselves in the county, so we need state help. So we're going to be appealing to the state to say we want to partner with you to expand the growth right now and do it before the cost of construction goes up.
The county executive says many of the schools located in transforming neighborhoods areas are upwards of 40 years old. Well, here's a story I know you don't want to hear. Another round of wintry weather is expected to hit the area overnight. Although forecasts aren't calling for snow, the wintry mix of sleet and ice could make it difficult for those outdoors this evening. And for the morning commute, officials are preparing for the bad weather and offering some suggestions to residents to plan accordingly.
Starting at 8 tonight, the Department of Public Works and Transportation will be having a full deployment. We will be having our trucks out working through the night to monitor and treat the roadways. We'll be looking at the primary roads first, monitoring those, and after that we'll be moving into the residential areas. We're asking that motorists be cautious, drive slowly, don't drive too closely to that car in front of you.
Are having weather-related problems, here is the number to call. It is 301-350-0500. You are watching CTV News this evening. I'm Denise Douglas.